Hi everyone, this is Lady B from NYC here at the DIVA Lounge for OneWrestling.com, and we have a very special guest with us here today. Actually, she is part of the independent circuit, and she's going to be on a show with Roddy Piper called World of Hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Lylah Lodge. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? When did you first want to become a wrestler, and why?
Yeah, I mean, I have a really cool background, I think. When I first started training, it was in 2005 with Playboy Buddy Rose and Colonel DeVere's wrestling school in Portland, Oregon. I kind of have quite a bit of background down there in Oregon now with training with Roddy Piper, who that's where he lives, and with Buddy Rose and Colonel DeVere's, which that was kind of where they had settled down. But that was my core training was with Playboy Buddy Rose and Colonel DeVere's. But after that kind of fell through, the school shut down and whatnot, I had to seek further training, which meant seeking out local people. And at this point, I wasn't even aware of like independent wrestling. I didn't even know that there were local shows, and actually went to a local show that had just started up with a friend of mine that trained at Playboy Buddy Rose's school also. And I just went to go check out the show, just see what local wrestling was about. And that's actually where I ended up meeting my boyfriend. His name is Dash Venture. And basically everything took off from there. Dash was already training with a place called Pinnacle Pro Wrestling. There was a guy there named Davey Richards and Tony Kazina. And basically I met those guys and started training there at Pinnacle and just took as many classes as I could with Davey while he was here, because he ended up leaving shortly after I started training with him. And we all know he's in, Ring of Honor now, best in the world, Davey Richards. So I'm really glad that I got a chance to train with him before he, took off, and now we never see him. So
that'll happen.
But then I've taken every seminar that has ever come around here, everyone from the Honky Tonk Band to Christopher Daniels to Eugene, the Lance Storm, everybody that comes around, I make sure that I get in on the seminars, because we don't really have a trainer here anymore, per se. We just have people that are willing to pass on their knowledge. Until now, actually, I've recently, my boyfriend, Dash Venture, has recently started training with Kevin Sullivan, the former member of WCW, and I'm about to start training with him, and that's a really great opportunity for me. I know Kevin Sullivan has kind of been off the radar for a while, and now he's kind of taken my boyfriend and his brother under his wing, and I'm just really hoping that whatever they learn from him, from mentoring with him, I'm going to get to learn that also, and hopefully get to know him and his wife. She's a former bodybuilder. That's what I'm working on, is my body. He's got, all the wrestling knowledge in the world. So that's a really great opportunity for me to learn from the two of them. Not to mention the 3 weeks that I trained with Roddy Piper up at World of Hurt. So that's the background of my training.
Wow. I mean, it sounds like you've had a very incredible journey. And actually, speaking of World of Hurt, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? I saw the trailer for it, and I have to tell you, I'm really, really psyched about it. And it's just, I know that it's a show that's going to be shown mostly in Canada, and I really hope that it's something that at least I can follow through YouTube, and that we all can follow through YouTube. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the training over there at World of Hurt?
Yeah, well, originally when they contacted me about World of Hurt, they didn't tell us who the trainer was going to be. They just told us that it was a legend. And So
Wow.
basically, I mean, I signed on to do World of Hurt before I even knew who my trainer was going to be. And when I found out that it was Roddy Piper, I was so excited. I watched all the footage I could find. I watched everything. I learned everything I could before going up there. And it was incredible. Let me just tell you this about Roddy Piper. This man, he can see through your soul. That's the only way that I've been able to describe it.
Wow.
When we first walked in to meet Roddy, it was kind of, they tricked us. We thought that we were walking in to meet with our student trainer, who, she's a friend of mine. We know each other. We wrestled a whole lot of times. And so I walked in just thinking, oh, I'm just going to talk with Casey. It's no big deal. Well, no, you walk in and there's Roddy Piper sitting at a desk, and you're surrounded by camera crew, boom guy. All these people are in this room, and you're just supposed to walk in and act like it's just you and him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts asking you questions, and it's almost like I went in there as my character, and even though I wanted to maintain my character the entire time, he just has a way of not allowing you to do that. He looks at you and he looks into your eyes, and it feels like he is just breaking down every barrier that you have been able to put up. You can't not be who you are in your heart of hearts, exactly who you are. And I think that has to do with him and how much experience he has with people. When Roddy Piper says to you, what makes you sad? And you're like, wait, no, I don't want to go there. I don't want to talk about what makes me sad. And he's right there in front of you, and you just can't not tell him the truth. I spent so much of my time there crying, not necessarily crying because I was sad. I was definitely sad, but there was anger, there was frustration, there was feeling sorrow, like deep sorrow for some of the things that he's experienced in his life. And I think once you've bared your soul to someone the way that it feels like you have when you've met him, it breaks you down to the point where there's nothing that he can't put into you. There's nothing that he can't instill into you. Because you have so much trust for him, and you have so much just belief in him and everything that he knows and says, that you don't fight what he says, like everything that he tells you, it becomes what you are. As the training progressed, I realized how much I was changing, not just as a person, but as a wrestler. Every single day was different. We worked on different things. We worked on promos, we worked on nutrition, we worked on in-ring skill, we worked on everything, basics, forearming people. When you see me on the trailer and I forearm him, I've never hit someone in the wrestling ring as hard as I hit him in that video. And I was just torn up inside that he wanted me to hit him. I don't know if you know that he had a broken neck during the entire filming of this show.
What?
Oh
my
God. He
God.
had a broken neck. And during the show, I had to hit him 2 times. I forearmed him in the face. The first time it wasn't good enough. And that's why he yelled, hit me! And then I just lay into him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I felt like I was hitting my father,
Oh my God. Wow.
It was
thing, wow. I mean, I can imagine that anyone going into a wrestling ring with someone of his stature, it's like what he told you to do, but you don't want to be the one responsible for anything happening to that person. And
exactly. When he would get in there and bump or, hit someone, or someone would hit him, or he would be having you in a move, we got to watch him make someone tap out from the sleeper hold. It was so cool.
Wow.
I've never seen anybody legit pass out before. And it was just, the kid was out. Piper had him, it was the most, people want to say reference fake. Well, there was nothing fake about that, nothing.